So far, it's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They lead by 4. And let's go courtside. There's some news on Anthony Simons. So, Allie, what's his status?
I had a moment to catch up with Boston's head athletic trainer. They told me it's a collapsed lung, a serious situation, and we're all hoping that he's okay. And to have an injury like this so early on in the season isn't easy, but they're confident that they'll be fine while they wait for him to come back. They certainly have a next man up mentality, guys.
Allie, thanks as always. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Was really hoping for better news than that, but that does not sound encouraging.
No, I mean, this is a big blow, and it will force the team to make some adjustments, not just in terms of personnel in the court, but in terms of strategy.
The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Keita in at the center position. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. And here is Brown after the three-pointer from Desmond Bane. Pritchard from outside. Kept alive. Outside White for 3. The shot, no good. Orlando trailing here. Outside, Suggs. And the Magic, another 3.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Suggs against Pritchard. Inside, here's Walt. It's not going to go for him. Great defense that time from Banchero.
This is frustrating. You come out to start the second half, you've made 1 of your first 4 shots.
Wagner outside. There's Bitadze. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds. But they still come up empty. And up the court come the Magic on the break. And he dunks it down.
And showing off some agility on the break. Banchero is so elusive in the open floor.
Celtics trail by 4. And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with a spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
Gosh, it feels like he's pressing a little bit, and obviously playing from behind doesn't help.
It's Bitadze, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
They are just killing him on the interior.
First team foul.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%.
And Orlando making a change here. Carter's checked in. That's good from Bitadze. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Sam Houser's checked in for Boston. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. It's stolen by Suggs. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
That's the quickness. Jalen Suggs drawing the whistle that time on the drive. Nicely done.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here. A free throw drops for Suggs. And so he hits both.
Now, Jalen Suggs is a player that does a little bit of everything, understanding what's expected and how he can carve out time in the rotation.
Pritchard with the ball. He's covered by Suggs. Brown outside. And it's Suggs with the rebound.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Here's Carter. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Walking foul called on second personal foul, first team foul.
Brown against Payne.
This guy, one of the most elite athletes in the game, Jaylen Brown, finishes beautifully.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Pass to Bitadze. Shoots from the block. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Walsh. Puts up a three. Bangs home the trifecta. Now just a 4-point Magic lead.
This is the great vision and awareness that is now part of Jaylen Brown's game.
Payne looking around. Trying to come right back with the three of his own. But it's no good. Pass to Hauser. From outside the arc. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Boy, that's just inviting trouble. Defensively, you simply can't give them that much space.
The Magic have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Suggs dishes to Carter. And here's Wagner. Outside, Bain. 4 on the shot clock. A 3-ball. And it's Wagner missing. And here's Boston. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. They set the pick. Pritchard passes to Walsh. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Boston.
They've shown no let-up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
And that one misses. Howard's checked in for Orlando. That one drops. He ties it up.
Boy, the missed free throw there, keeping this game at even. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them.
Orlando's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Wagner outside. Carter sets the pick for Wagner. Looking for Carter. He gets it there. And then Carter with the dunk.
You can see in the movement there the athleticism Wendell Carter Jr. possesses. Really solid cut after setting the screen.
Brown outside. To the paint. It's tipped. Pass to Queta. Over Carter. Misses off the right iron. The Magic have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Here's Payne. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Gonzalez, he's checked in for the Celtics. Anthony Black's checked in for Orlando. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Another miss by Orlando. The Celtics have gone a somewhat subpar 4-10 on their shots in the second half so far. Offensive rebound. Brown. Brown sees the play and gets the bucket. Now Bain. 10 points for him. Black with it. Outside, Bain. Carter up top. Black at 6. Carter with a screen on Brown. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Pass to Gonzalez. To the middle. Knocked away. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Celtics lead by 2.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Celtics foul.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
4th team foul. Substitution on the court.
Orlando's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Black kicks to Howard. No good on the triple. And here's Boston. They've got a 13-2 run going. To the inside. Outside, Gonzalez. Banked in off the glass.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
The Magic trail by 4. Black the pass to Howard. Back to Black. Three-pointer. And Pritchard pulls it down. And so it's Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Hauser. Here's Minot. Now Hauser. Celtics passing it around. Pritchard from outside. They grab their own miss. Garza fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Derek White's checked in for Pritchard. And a switcher also for Orlando. Banchero's checked in. Now, here's Howard. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Will it go? Boston grabs the miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
It's White on the wing. Looking to end his cold spell. Oh, that's blocked. Now, here's Howard. Hauser defending. Pass to Carter. Lets it go with a 3. Minot pulls it in.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter.
And he's good on the 3-ball. White's got the lead up to 10 now for the Celtics.
That's a crafty play. Understanding when to pull up off the bounce, get that jumper to go. Derek White is on time.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Over to the wing. Here's Garza. Banchero grabs the board. The Magic trail by 10. Over to the left wing. Second chance effort, and Carter lays it up and in. Carter's got 10 points in the game.
Let's remember, Wendell Carter Jr. is a force on the offensive glass. Use that height, use that athleticism, young sir.
Pass to Gonzalez. Here's White. Off target from three-point range. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
The line for 2.
That free throw, no good. Celtics making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. That's off as well, so he misses both. Celtics leading by 8. Pass to Minot. Here's Hauser. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Here's Pritchard. Orlando grabs the miss.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Down low, here's Minot. And he lays it straight in. And the Celtics lead by 10.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
You must have left your dancing shoes at home. Oh, that's nice. You have the pressure on you.
Austin making a switch here. Kate is checked in. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. Number 1, the Celtics.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
Here's Black. He's got 8. A minute 20 left to play here in the third. Ben Carroll left side. Back to Carter, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter.
And a chance here to check out some stats for Derek White. This past month, he's really set himself apart. He's averaging 20 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And most important of all is his passing. He's a terrific distributor in their offense.
But certainly one of his best attributes, creating offense even when it looks like there's nothing there. This guy hit a couple of threes in the first half, but since then it's been a little bit of a struggle.
Banchero, count that bucket. Banchero's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, how about the timing, the delivery? That is exactly how you set a teammate up.
Howard against White. Pass to Pritchard. And it's Hauser in the corner. De Silva with the rebound. De Silva's got 8 rebounds in this game. It's intercepted. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Minot. Now Pritchard. Looking to get back on track here. He takes it up and lays it in. Pritchard's got the lead up to 10 now for the Celtics. Now Black. He's got 8. Pass to Banchero. And the turnover again by Orlando. What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. 5 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's White. And he banks in the layup. White's got 11 points.
Getting something that close to the cup is a win as far as possessions go.
And so it's Boston up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We come back right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
So we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So on the floor for Orlando, they've got Black. Wagner is out there with Howard. Then there's Banchero. And it's Suggs in at the 1 spot. And the Celtics with possession here. Paolo Banchero unable to get his last shot to go in. Here's Brown. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Don't you love how physical Jaylen Brown is? This guy is not afraid to draw contact.
Jaylen Brown at the line for 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And Orlando making a change here. Baines checked in. And Brown drops them both.
And he can kind of relax a little bit now as he finally comes through at the line. He let a few too many of those chances get by.
Now, here's Suggs. Outside, Payne. To the paint. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layups for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
Pritchard up top. He's covered by Suggs. Over in the corner, White. Off target with his 3.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Suggs kicks to Howard. Back to Suggs. In the corner, it's Payne. Cranes the 3-pointer. Baines got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Orlando.
That's an elite shooter at work. Bane from the coffin corner.
Brown outside. They set the screen. And he uses the glass on the layup. Brown's got 10 points here in the second half.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Boston leading by 11. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. White goes in.
Yeah, that is exactly because Derek White commands your attention defensively, and defender just gets caught in a tough position.
At the line for 2, Derek White.
And that one falls for White. And both free throws good for White. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And so it's Suggs who brings up the ball for Orlando. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Pass to Bane. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
Pritchard against Suggs. Pritchard passes to White. Driving to the basket. And another miss by Boston. The Magic trail by 11. Outside, Suggs. With some arc, outside Howard. Sinks the three-pointer.
How about the concentration on that assist? Changed his mind mid-shot and put the pass right on the money.
Celtics leading by 8. White, a screen on Howard. Brown the pass to White. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And that's 15 points for Derek White.
Oh, that is impressive stuff from Derek White. Defender in his grill, no problem.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Carter, he's checked in for Howard.
First team foul. Orlando substitution, number 34, Wendell Carter Jr.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. And it's good for 2.
That's about simply playing hard. Wagner doing what it takes to find a shot in the interior.
For Boston, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Pass to Brown. Back to Pritchard. There's the pick. 6 to shoot. Here's Minot. Fires the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Celtics lead by 11.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
The 3 from Banchero. Drills the three-pointer. Banchero's got 9 points here in the second half. Celtics leading by 8. And here is Brown. Shoots over Wagner. Brown, no good. Orlando, they've gotten it done so far from the field here in the 4th. Going 6 for 7. Here's Wagner. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Brown against Wagner. Here's Minot. Good work defensively by Carter.
You know, things haven't clicked for him offensively, but other guys around him, give them credit. They're filling in the gaps.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Listen, Wendell Carter Jr. is a big-time skilled big man. This guy, good things happen when you get him the ball.
Carter Jr., 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Boston making a switch here. Kate is checked in. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
And guys, what you have to love about Wendell Carter Jr. is his thirst to learn. This guy is willing to add pieces to his game. He understands he's got to be a true modern big man, and he puts in the work.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Pablo Banchero, second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line with 1 shot, Jaylen Brown.
One free throw good from Brown. Bain with it. Pass to Suggs. Back to Bain. Banchero is screened for Bain. The rebound by Queta. Celtics leading by 8. Pritchard up top. He's covered by Suggs. Pritchard against Suggs. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Queta. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 10.
Boy, in the lane, making things happen. Nice effort.
Orlando's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Banchero passes to Carter. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They've led by as many as 14 points. Pritchard against Suggs. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Carter Jr., 5th personal foul, 4th team foul. At the line for your Celtics, Peyton Pritchard. At the line for 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. Well, Doris, clearly the NBA award voting is an imperfect process and is often the cause of some intense debate.
Just look at the most valuable player debate over the last 5 or 6 seasons. You've had guys neck and neck for maybe the most prestigious award in the league. And one of the things that frustrates me, Kevin, is when a player has won multiple MVP and voter fatigue comes into place. It drives me nuts.
Here's Suggs. What a terrific move that was.
Jalen Suggs has all the attributes necessary to be a 3-level scorer. That means the mid-range must be pure. Show him, Jalen.
There's a screen. Brown outside. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Boy, this guy was able to connect from deep in the first half. Hasn't found the range since.
A shot by Pritchard, no good. The Magic trail by 9. Now, here's Suggs. To the inside. And then Carter with the dunk.
Boy, you see Carter Jr. use every bit of that 7'5" wingspan. Boy, is tough to guard around the rim. Look out.
Now, here's Brown. Pass to Queta. Unloads. That one's not going to go. Good work defensively by Carter. Orlando's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Now, here's Banchero. To the middle. Outside, Suggs. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Carter. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Uh-oh, Wendell Carter Jr. has caught his rhythm. You better look out, defense.
Pritchard passes to White. Fires the 3. Good on the three-point shot. White's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now, here's Bain. Banchero kicks to Bain. That falls. Nice feed that time from Banchero. Banchero's got his 6th assist on the night. Suggs against Pritchard. Here's White. Puts up a 3. Banchero vacuums it in. Now Bain. And it's good.
This
guy's been impressive this quarter, putting his team on his back.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here.
Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise for Boston Celtics Entertainment.
Sam Hauser's checked in for Boston. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Now, here's Brown. Here's the screen. Hauser with the ball. Banchero's there.
Magic foul. Paulo Banchero. Third personal foul. 15 foul. At the line, Sam Hauser. At the line for 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Suggs. Here's Banchero. From 12 feet. Wagner. Carter.
Listen, it is not easy to guard a big, physical, tough guy like Wendell Carter Jr., right? Without fouling him, it's not easy to do.
Shooting for Orlando, Wendell Carter Jr. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Carter hits them both. Celtics leading by 3. Banchero, a three-pointer. Good.
This guy has earned a reputation for handling pressure and making clutch shots.
The Celtics have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Brown against Wagner. Brown attacking. Oh, what a play inside.
Oh, Jaylen Brown with a big shot, proving hard work pays off.
The Magic shooting well, 50% from the floor. Left side Suggs. .135 left in the fourth quarter. Off the glass.
Jalen Suggs, a big-time bucket. This guy is fearless.
Wagner against Brown. 18 feet out. Count it.
You can tell Jaylen Brown embraces these kinds of moments. Big-time bucket.
Orlando trailing here. Now Babe. Now Banchero. To take the lead. Another chance. It's deflected. And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. 4th team foul.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Suggs looking around. 5 to shoot. Takes the shot. Carter. The hustle points. Huge bucket.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
A free throw off from Carter. A big-time possession here.
Yeah, and their hearts must be going 100 miles an hour right now.
Right out time. 27 seconds left to play here in the fourth. It drops.
Derek White, high-pressure situation, no problem.
We've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And that one falls to White.
Yeah, those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Suggs against Pritchard. Ben Carroll fires.
Used to these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Peyton Pritchard at the line for take shots.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he does get the second one. And that will put them up by 2. Ben Carroll left side. Here's Wagner. It's good.
And he's stroking it well, but he just hasn't shown the aggressiveness that they need out of him. Probably in front by more if he was taking more shots.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Here we go. Now Suggs. Down low, it's Banchero and Carter. The guard pair form will be Suggs and Bain. And it's Wagner in at the small forward position. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. The Celtics shooting in this game, 45%. Pritchard against Suggs. There's a good screen. Poked away. Wagner. And he hits from 17.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Boston trailing. Outside Brown. And so Boston again turning it over.
Celtics foul. Second personal foul. First team foul.
And it's the Magic with the ball. A 2-point game. Here's Suggs. We play just over a minute here in OT. Wagner with a screen for Suggs.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
Here's Banchero. Pocket 6. Here's Carter.
In his vicinity, I promise you, Carter Jr. is going to catch the basketball. Woo-hoo-hoo!
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 4. Just over a minute and a half played here in overtime. Fires the 3. Cleared away by Suggs.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
A great pass leads him right to the rack.
Yeah, Jalen Suggs has found his rhythm, and now he's keeping his foot on the gas pedal. He is leaving no doubt that the defense could have a tough night.
Finishes inside on the nice dish.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
And here is Suggs. Here's Wagner.
When you play the forward position as Wagner does, you've got to be willing to continue to play through contact. Regardless of if there's a foul, play through it.
Shooting for Orlando. Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from Wagner.
Well, big man that makes their free throws. Bravo.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Celtics trail by 6. Brown with it. Picked up by Banchero. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Just under 2.5 minutes passed here in this overtime. Here's Banchero. Wagner left side. Not gonna go.
That's not a bad shot, but this isn't really his shot.
No stopping that baby hook on the fly.
Yeah, there is an art to working for the best shot available, and that right there is it.
Magic leading by 4. Babe. Banchero with the ball. Now Suggs. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Carter. Layup, no good. And there's a minute 45 left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. 2 points. That one goes.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Orlando, they've gone 3 for 5 for their shots since we got started here in overtime. Now Carter. Oh, what an assist. Leading him to the bucket.
Carter Jr. demanding that he be the guy to deliver in the big time moment. Okay, Wendell.
And that one falls for Carter.
And that tacks another big point onto the league. Great N1 play, showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
Brown! Banchero vacuums it in. And the foul on Sam Hauser. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
And on paper, Paolo Banchero has so many appealing attributes. His size, build, the ability to find shots. You can easily see why scouts were enamored with this guy as a prospect.
Boy, critical trip to the line. He knocks him in and gives him a little cushion down the stretch.
Knocks down the three.
Oh, how Jaylen Brown's facilitation skills advance the older he gets. Nice pass.
Banchero outside. It's stolen by Brown. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Banchero fires. Lets loose a three. Drained from outside.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
For three. Bane rips down the rebound. And Derek White picks up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot two.
Shooting for Orlando, Desmond Bane at the line for two.
First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
And that should do it. No miracle comeback tonight, but boy, what a game, fellas.
A putback cleared away by Suggs. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Banchero, Bane, and he banks the layup in.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Peyton Pritchard chips it up, hustles for the rebound, and guides it back in.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
So the Magic win it. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Paolo Banchero.